Woke up this morning kinda confused and shit, wondering what just went down. I had a dream about a man I had never met. This morning I'm in Denver downtown on 16th Street, walking with Minnie and somebody's young son, but this is where the story began. A man walked up out the blue, I never seen his face, and asked if this was my family. I probably spoke to answer yes, and he began to speak words to me that I knew had to be heavenly. He asked my age, I told him 23 and change, and he said, yeah, I guess the 18 to 25 range. I egotistically replied, yeah, you're smart. I started to depart from this situation cause this had never happened before. A businessman talking to the common like Jehovah's Witness knocking at the door, speaking about shit I had never even heard. A white man in a suit and tie, slick with his nouns and verbs. The type with a tight 9 to 5, pushing a 745 with the wife and 5. Making 1 plus 5, figures that is. Minnie and the surrogate son disappeared like the sun. A one-on-one lesson from the other side, all as I sighed and interrupted the discussion to ask one question. Who are you? He humbly replied, Obadiah, a name that sounded kinda familiar, but I was still kinda high. Yes, even in my sleep. It finally clicked as he continued to talk. His intimate delivery had me intrigued with every word, and the more that I listened, the more it didn't make sense, but the more I nodded and agreed with the truths. I thank God for that. That was his last sentence, but he continued to say he noticed me as he rode the elevator down to lunch, said that he saw God somehow pointing to me, telling him to catch up. Catch up, I asked? He said, yeah, you're smarter than you think. So we walked a little bit more, silence spoke for God, and he said, my wife didn't forget to leave the kids. It's like such a complex statement, had me understanding life. I said, you kinda like my uncle, except he only gets the weekend, so I guess you kinda lucky. He said, yeah, you right, thanks. So we continued, and I realized I was a lot like him, or he was a lot like me, but basically he helped me to see a few things that I didn't know about me, and I thank God for that.